In this video we are going to talk about like operator, and this operator is used in a where clause, and the main purpose of this operator is to search for a specified pattern in a column. So what I mean by specified pattern? In order to explain that, we need to know that when we are using like operator, we use it with the wildcards. And the wildcards are they look like this. So for example, the like operator can be used to find like any values that, for example, start with a letter A, or the ones that end with the letter A, or like it may also find the values that have or in any position. So all of these cases are used with the like operator. If we look at the formula, this is very similar to the previous ones, and we use like operator in the where clause. We specify the column name here, and then we say like, and then after that we tell which pattern we are looking for. For example, here we want to retrieve some information from customers table where the customer name is like this. So this one means that we want to get the customer names that first actually they start with the letter A. So here we have different wildcards, and depending on our needs, if we want to find certain patterns, we can use these wildcards. And for example, here when if we want to find the value, any values in the column that starts with A and are at least 3 characters in length, we would just say inside of the quotes A underscore percentage sign and underscore and percentage sign. So meaning that A is the character number 1, and each underscore represents one character in the string. We will be practicing with the employees table. Let's go ahead and retrieve the information from that table. Select everything from select everything from HR database employees table, and we can use, for example, wildcards in order to filter, sort our results to match our required patterns, and we can apply it to the first name, last name. We actually can apply to it any of these columns, but mostly we use it with the strings. So let's go ahead and write some query. For example, let's say that I want to get the first name and salary from this table, and I want to get the first names of the employees where the first name starts with a letter A, for example, like Alexander. In order to do that, I will write select, and I will select first name, last name, salary, and I'll say from HR database employees table. And in my where clause, I'll say where first name like. This is the place where we will write the wildcards. So I wanted to get only the values that start with the letter A. So in this case, I will open the quotes and I will write A, and after that I'll write the percentage sign. So it means that I'll get all the names that start with A. Okay, here we go. We have 10 people whose names start with letter A. Emmett, Elisa, Ellen, all of them start with A. And let's go ahead and just see if we can get any names that actually end with A instead of starting. So in this case we will do just the opposite. So first we will write the percent sign and I'll write letter A. It might give it will give us no columns because I wrote the capital A and the names, all of them, they end with the small letter, so I'll write small a. Okay, now I've got 16 rows, so all of them, Nina, Diana, Joshua, all of them end with A. So, and there is another wildcard. For example, if I want to get all of those first names, last names, and I want to get, for example, the name that contains A. So if I say lowercase a with surrounded with percent sign from both sides, it means that I'm asking to give the names which contain letter A at any space. So for example, it could be Diana, it could be Laura too, because it contains letter A here in the beginning, at the second space. And it also can be, for example, David. So in this case we should definitely get David. Let's run it. Okay, here you go. And it seems like everybody has A, so let's write another letter, just X. We will get Alexander and some more people who also have X in their first name. Okay, here we got four rows: Lex, Alexander, Alexis, and one more Alexander. So that's pretty easy. So I want to give one more example. We can also do some more fun stuff, and for that I will select first name and I will select last name from our employees table, where first name and I will specifically ask it to give me the names which have a letter, for example L as a second letter. So for that I'll just write quotes and say I want L. Okay, I want small l, and I'll just write the percentage sign, and when we run it we should get the results with the first name that contain L as a second letter. Here you go. So Ellen, Alexis, Elisa, Ellen, Oliver, all of them have L as a second. So we can play around and, for example, say put one more underscore and it will give us, for example, Ellen, because she has L as a third letter in her name, and Alan, but it won't give Elena, Clara. Here we go. So Julia, William, Riley, William, all of them have L as the third letter of their names. Also we can, okay, right? And if we put some underscores like this, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So at least we are asking it to give at least the names that have 6 characters or more. And for example, Ellen, Kelly, Julia, they don't have 6 characters, they have only 5. So it shouldn't give us those names. Okay, now we are getting William, because it meets our criteria, which is first one is that we want to have L as a third character in their names, and we want it to be at least 6 characters long.